clamp it. No, the clamp broke. Ah! Oh, and now that one broke. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and this is Jen Lifestyle and Fashion, where we do sewing, thrifting, upcycling, and all those things that can help you to have a sustainable, long-lasting wardrobe without breaking the bank. If you enjoy sewing, upcycling, thrifting, fashion, and styling your thrifted items, then be sure to click that subscribe button below and click on that bell so that you don't miss an episode. This week I am back and I'm very excited about it with another upcycle. And you guys know how much I love denim. This denim upcycle is with a pair of sandals. So we are upcycling a pair of sandals this week. And you guys will recall, and I will put a link somewhere here, I did do another sandal upcycle earlier in the summer. Maybe it was like towards the end of last year. And that one you guys seem to really like. So this one's a little different. This is kind of more of a fall upcycle. So I think you guys will really, really like it. All right, so let's talk about today's upcycle. So for one, since I do so much denim upcycling, I have so many scraps. And you guys, obviously, I've moved, and I did mention that in some previous videos. So now that I'm in a new space, I moved out of my studio, I had to downsize. So I got rid of a lot of excess that I really didn't need, but I kept some key pieces of denim that I thought would be interesting adds to future upcycles. And one of those were the inseams of jeans and the belt loops of jeans and the zippers of jeans and the waistbands of jeans. Yeah, so I held on to a lot of that stuff. So when it came time to do this upcycle, I was like, oh my goodness, I can use all of that. And it came in clutch, like really. So I started off with these sandals, and I thrifted these sandals maybe earlier in the summer or so, and I knew that I was going to upcycle them. I just didn't know what I wanted them to look like. I had no clue. And I was going to this event, which you guys will see a video later in the week. This event that I went to at with Curio here in Chicago. It was a fall fashion fashion installation at a museum, and my outfit was I'll pop up a picture here. It was a denim upcycle and a men's blazer that I had used, actually a men's suit that I used to upcycle this look. And I thought, I need denim shoes, and I have a pair of denim boots around here somewhere, but I have no idea where they are. I could not put my hand on them, but I was like, you know what? I need to be in this outfit, you know, walking, you know, in the step and repeat and doing everything. And you guys will see my, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw some pictures from the event. But I was like, my feet need to be just as cute as my outfit. It was not really cold out that day, so I could still wear a sandal, and I was Ubering, so it wasn't that big of a deal if my feet were cold for a few minutes. Decided a few days before the event, why don't I go ahead and do an upcycle and see how it turns out. And honestly, if this upcycle had not turned out right, I don't know what I would have worn on my feet. I have no clue, because I didn't want to wear boots. I have some other like sandals, but none of them would have gone with this outfit quite like these shoes. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's get into this upcycle, and I'm going to talk you through the whole thing. You all are going to watch me doing it. I did not have a big plan ahead of time. I literally just went right into this upcycle and started working on it. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, follow along. Go get yourself a pair of these kind of sandals, specifically the ones that have a removable ankle strap. The removable ankle strap sandal is the best one, the best sandal for an upcycle. It is totally the best because it gives you so many options. All right, you guys, let's get into it. We're starting off with this basic sandal. This sandal is about 2.5 to 3 inches high. It has a band across the toe area. It has a removable ankle strap, and it has a smooth texture which makes it easy to apply other fabrics to it. Now, my inspiration were these Tom Ford lock ankle strap sandals, $1,300. Let's get started on these shoes. These are, I picked these shoes up while I was thrifting. I think when I was in Los Angeles. I might have gotten them from the Goodwill, but they have this strap here in the back, which is nice because it's removable. Yeah, so these are the shoes. Really great condition. You can see no issues with the heel. And they're actually pretty comfortable. I'm going to be sitting hopefully most of the time. So I decided that I'm going to use some of these leftover pieces of denim for the shoes. Like I'm going to put some of it here. All right, I am using this shoe goo. I opted for these smaller tubes because I don't want to waste. So even though it might have cost me a little more, it was just better. And then I'm also using this quick grip. So this is what I'm going to use on to attach the denim to the shoe. And then the shoe goo is what I will use as I'm separating, if I need to. I may not need to separate the shoe base from the from this portion here. If you all recall, the last time I did a shoe upcycle, I actually went in and I took like a knife and separated it, and that was because I was using a different kind of fabric. But with this denim, I don't think I'm gonna need to do that. I think I'm just going to line it up like right there and glue it down. All right, we're gonna start with the quick grip all-purpose contact cement. The idea with these shoes is not to completely cover the shoe. So I'm simply going to put a piece here. So I've got this inseam. So I'm going to do there. And then I'm debating on the placement if I want it right in the middle. Do I want it across the bottom to leave a little bit of that out? Do I want it on the top? Or do I need to add 2 pieces to completely cover it? And that may be what I decide to do, is to put 2 pieces on there like that. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take and sew together these 2 pieces to give me a long strap so that I can replace the strap on the back of the shoe. So I'm going to replace that. Let's iron out the way. And then I need to figure out what I'm doing here on the back of the shoe. So I don't really want to cover the heel. I want my silver heel to show. But I might do a piece here down the back. Like that may be exactly enough. And then with this going through there like that. I think it gives just enough of a touch to go around. I like that. I really like that. I thought about going in here, and you can certainly do that. I just don't know that I have enough of these pieces to go around. And what's unfortunate is that I know I got rid of some of this stuff as I was moving to my studio, but this is what I got. We're going to work with all the pieces that we have and use the longer pieces to replace the strap for here. All right, let's get to it. We're going to start by removing the ankle straps from the shoes, laying those to the side, keeping them because you might want to use them later. And then I'm going to open up the glue and start to spread across the front band. I've already taken a piece of the denim and measured it across to make sure it was long enough. Always be sure to put the cap back on the glue because this stuff dries off pretty quickly. And now I'm going to lay the first strip on, and I'm going to cut it right at the edge, and then I'm going to lay the second strip across. I'm going to cut that as well. And then the next thing that I want to do is use some type of clamp or clip to hold it down and hold it in place. Add a little extra glue around the bottom and the sides. This stuff dries clear, so it's okay. All right, so I have both shoes glued down. This needs to set for at least 24 hours, so that's why I'm doing this gluing part today. I just believe that they set better and they stay better if you allow enough drying time. Can't believe I didn't cut these little extra pieces off of here. Yeah. And these little extra threads. Ideally, I'd want to use some clamps, but I just spent 15 minutes looking for my clamps and I cannot find them. I have no idea where they are. I do have these clamps, which I will try to link them below. I'm going to see how many of them I can find and just clip them on to adhere the denim to the shoe. I'll see how many of them I can find. But those clips that I normally use for my hair would be what I would clip around here to hold this in place. Okay, good news. I found more of these, and then I also found a few extra clips. So I just wanted to demonstrate to you how to use these clips. I only found a few, but I know that they're around here somewhere. But I just wanted to show you how I clip that on there just to hold it in, just to give it a little more pressure to make sure it's not moving around. See how you can kind of see the silver in there? I want to make sure that that's really in there good. So put that one in there. There we go. While it's still a little wet, put that one, big one on top. I'm going to put this other one on here. I will link all of this below, and it'll also be in my Amazon storefront under creative upcycling ideas. Let's see. Put another one in here just to make sure we're good. And I will leave these on until tomorrow. Like, I'm not moving them off at all. So I have two pieces left over from those strips. And I thought this was cute because this is like from the hem of the jeans. And I thought I would put those right there. They're almost a perfect fit That one, and I don't care that it's not exact. These are upcycled, and I want people to know that I created these. So I'm going to add this strip here to the back, that to the back, and then I'm going to use my longer pieces to put them through here. And then I'm going to, I won't be able to try them on because I got these clamps in there, but I am going to reattach. I'm going to go to the sewing machine and I'll show you how I reattach or attach those together. So I have two really long pieces. Those will be for the ankle straps. I'm going to put these back here for that. And then that might be it on the shoe. We're going to let this dry for right now. I'm going to go ahead and attach this so I can have a longer strap, and then we're going to feed it through and I'll show you what that looks like. So the next day I am removing the clips, and they held together really well, closed up those spaces in the middle, which was really important. You don't want to have like little openings. Once this stuff dries, it's good. I have not tried to remove fabric after I glued it down, so I don't know. I don't know if it's going to take the band off or not, but I plan on keeping these the way they are. Initially, I thought maybe I would take the denim off and put something else on, but at the end of the day, I think I'm going to keep them the way they are. All right, now we're going to turn them around on the back side, and remember I had those two little strips. We're going to go ahead and glue that on the back. So I'm going to make a strip of glue. I'm pretty generous with this glue because it dries clear, you know, as I stated before. So I'm not worried about what it's going to look like after it dries. So I glue the first one on, just hold it down with my fingers and then let it stay to dry. And then I did try to put a clip on there, but just the way it was curved, it was really difficult. You see how I'm kind of struggling with it? So I tried, but when I mashed down the one side, then it made the bottom part kind of push out. So at the end of the day, I just decided not to use the clips and just let it dry in place. Another option is to glue it, take a piece of tape and tape it down. Use like a piece of Scotch tape, something that's not going to leave a residue, and that would hold it in place overnight. And then you could just peel the tape off. But I didn't do that. I just glued it, let it on there. So now I'm doing the second one the same way. All right, so I have this one long piece, and then I have a shorter piece that kind of matches. So what we're going to do is just, I'm going to overlap it. I'm hoping that this will fit through that loop, but I think it'll be okay. All I'm going to do is do a zigzag. I'm going to put it up underneath there and just do a zigzag, which is number 5. And what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button below and click on that bell so that you don't miss an episode. All right, let's get back to that upcycle. All right, so this is still drying, but what I want to do is go in and clean this up as best as I can. Just cutting these extra little threads off. That's also going to help cutting these little extras off to help it get through that loop. And then in here where we have the overlap, I am gonna just trim it kind of close. This one looks like it's getting somewhat dry, but I'm just gonna give an example. So we're gonna thread it through using the end that doesn't have that big lump in it from the inseam. Let's see if we can get it through. Yep, it made it through. All right. I really am liking these like a lot. I'm debating on whether or not I feel like I need to do anything more. I feel like this silver is going to accent my dress, my outfit really well. I only have a couple pieces left. I was thinking maybe along the outside I could do that. Is that too much? Or here? Bring this around there. Is that too much? I think it's too much. I think it's just right where it is. I think with my foot in there like that, this wrapped around, you know, it's gonna hang. It's gonna have a little hang here. I don't think I need to do anything else. So actually I'm gonna try it on. All right, I tried it on. Didn't feel like it was enough. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use these loops, at least the loops that have been separated, because I don't really have time to do a lot of seam ripping. So I'm gonna go through, see which ones are already, and I'm just going to glue these on like that. I think this is going to make a huge difference for the back of the shoe. It needs something else, and I'm glad I tried them on because I was going to wait until tomorrow till they were fully dry. I got enough of them to go around as long as I can open them up. So I'm going to put that on the back and on the other side, so it looks like it takes 4 per side. So I think I have enough. I'm just going to speed this process up just so that you can see it. If you want to stop the video and watch how I apply these strips to the back of the shoe, you can. But this was a pretty long process. I would say this took me almost an hour to do both shoes. I took my time. I went very slowly. I was careful on the placement of each piece of denim. And I also applied clips to hold these pieces together. And then I trimmed around the top part of the heel to make sure that the denim pieces were placed evenly. So this is something that you want to take your time while you're doing. And you can also use just denim scraps. You don't have to use the belt loops. I just use belt loops because they were already pre-measured. And that's just the look that I wanted. But it's up to you. This is just inspiration. Now this is what it looks like. You can see I still have the clips on both sides of the shoe. And now I am taking an extra strip and I'm going to put it down the side of the shoe. And it just so happens that the outside of the shoe is about the same width as the strip of denim that I'm using. So I was very lucky with that. Now some shoes are much thinner, some are thicker, so you have to do what works best. You can just cut a piece of denim and glue it to the side, but make sure that you have a very clean finish. You don't want something looking messy or raggedy or fraying. And so I got lucky with these strips. So I'm applying the glue. I already measured the strip, and now I'm going to place it and hold it in place. After trying the shoes on, I realized more and more that I needed to apply denim at the toe of the shoe. And I was very skeptical about whether or not this would work. But, you know, sometimes upcycling is about taking chances and trying something that you're not sure whether or not it's going to work. But when I tried the shoe on, I realized that I needed some fabric in the toe area. So I applied glue. I placed the strip of denim across. I applied clamps. to hold it together, and I allowed it to dry overnight. So this is the next morning, removing the clips, and I was very happy to see that it dried well. And I actually didn't put enough glue on there. So my recommendation and advice to you when you're doing this is to add a little bit more glue. It's not going to hurt anything. It's better to have more glue on there than not enough. All right. So I actually, you'll see in the next step, I go back in and I reinforce the toe. But I wanted you to see how the back of the shoe dried and turned out. I just love the way this looks. They're so cute. All right. So I do think I need to put a little glue around here. I want to make sure that the denim is stuck all the way to the edge before I cut it. So, and since I have to go to work and this event is tonight, I'm going to glue it now, clamp it, and that way it'll be set by the time I get back. So that's that piece, and there, that. And honestly, those smaller clamps work a lot better than the big ones on this project. And let's press this down and there, and then I'm going to clamp it here. Just how to clamp. Clamp it there. I gotta find these other clips because these are the ones that work so well on these little small areas. With them being so much bigger, they're not as concentrated in that particular area. I really like the way these are turning out. And I was thinking about trimming this part, but I think I'm gonna leave that on there like that. And I'm not gonna do the inside. Just, I don't feel like I need to. I do need to come in here and do the same thing here. Glue this and clamp. There's no cookie cutter way to do shoe upcycles. There's some standard things that you need to do and tools that you should use, but at the end of the day, you have to do what works best and maneuver fabric around the way that it is going to work out best for you. There we go. Now we're cooking. Had to get that out the way. And here, just making sure we get in there really good. There. Get that top on there. Good. And fold this little area over. Clamp it. No, the clamp broke. Ah! That worked out. Oh, and now that one broke. All right, so I'm stuck with the metal clamps. It is what it is. All right, we're going in and we're clipping the toe area now that we've added glue in there, and we're going to clip all the way around. Use as many clips as you can. Don't be shy when it comes to using the clips because you really want this to be held together. All right, guys, so I took the clips off, and so this is what it's looking like. I'm tempted to leave it as is, but you know me, I gotta always try it out. So I'm going to go in here and clip off this extra fabric. All right, so I am going to glue and clip that. But let's put our straps through. So that over there. And like I said, I'm not going to cut any of this off. I like that look in there. I think that is unique and different. Okay, so we're having a little trouble getting that through. I'm excited about them, no doubt. Totally excited. Just, I hope this will go through. Maybe I'll go this way. I was gonna cut all of this off, so I wasn't really worried about it. Pushing it through, pushing it through. Okay, now we get that. There we go. All right, I think we're okay. I think now it's time for the try on. Look at that. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you're able to follow along with the upcycle. I just want to say that that product that I used to glue, I did link that below. It is my Amazon affiliate link. So if you make a purchase, you know, I do get a little commission from that. So I appreciate you using the links. But I just want to tell you all, these sandals held up so well. So I get to the event, right? And you can't sit down. There are no chairs. So yeah, that was kind of scary, because not only could you not sit down, but the way the installation was set up, you had to walk around the room and then go into another room for some more installations. So I will tell you, the comfort level on them was maybe about a medium. So I would strongly encourage you to use a pair of sandals that you already have that are broken in. These shoes had barely been worn, and they hadn't been worn by me. The glue didn't make them tight, but my toe, I had hit it on the side of the bed, so it was a little swollen. So that's what I was feeling, was right on my toe. Other than that, the heel, fine. I got so many compliments, and again, the shoes held up. As you saw in the video, I did leave some of the denim at the bottom of the shoe, and that was a great idea. I'm so glad that I did that, and they just turned out great. So I hope you guys try this. Please leave me some comments below. I would love to hear about, did you try it out? Did you think it was a good look? What would you have done different? I would love to get some feedback from you guys. So, all right, well, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you back next week with another video. Bye, you guys.